Hello everyone, I am Golden Yashwini, Assistant Professor in Rohini College of Engineering and Technology, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. In this video, we are going to see 8086 interrupt. So on completion of this video, students will be able to explain what is interrupt and what are the types of interrupt, how to solve it, everything. Okay. Then first of all, interrupt of 8086 microprocessor. So interrupt is the method of creating a temporary halt during program execution and allows peripheral devices to access the microprocessor. Okay, so the microprocessor responds to that interrupt with an interrupt service routine, which is a short program to instruct the microprocessor on how to handle the interrupt. So simply we can say an interrupt is an external signal which sends information to the CPU so that an external device gets service from CPU. So this signal provides a mechanism for changing one program environment to another. So due to an interrupt, the microprocessor stops the execution of its current instruction and calls the procedure to provide service to interrupt. Okay, so at the end of the interrupt service procedure, an IRET instruction is executed to return back to the main program. So next of all, we are going to see the types of interrupt. So in interrupt of 8086, we have two types, hardware and software interrupt. In the hardware, we are again divided into two, maskable interrupt as well as non-maskable interrupt. First of all, we are going to see the software interrupt. So software interrupt is nothing but when the source of interrupt is the execution of interrupt instructions, this interrupt is known as software interrupt. So in 8086 actually there are about 256 interrupts such as INT00H2, INT-FH. Likewise we have 256 interrupts. So whenever the INT interrupt instruction is executed, the microprocessor automatically saves the content of the flag register. Then instruction pointer and code segment registers on the stack and jumps to a specified memory location. So this is very important. Okay, so in 8086 the memory location is always 4 times the value of the interrupt number. Okay, so interrupt number, that means 1 INTN, okay, small n we can say. As executed, the interrupt service routine is located at small n cross 4H. Okay, likewise it is the memory location is always 4 times the value of the interrupt number. Okay, then we can say there is a program for each interrupt. Okay, there is a program associated with the specified interrupt. Okay, this program is known as the interrupt service routine. That is, already we know that it is also called interrupt handler. Okay, next, in software interrupt we have 4 types. Okay, interrupt type 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. First we are going to see the interrupt type 0. That's nothing but divide by 0. That means the 8086 generates a type 0 interrupt if the result of DIV or IDIV operation is too large to fit in the destination register. For this interrupt, 8086 pushes the content of the flag register on the stack and reset interrupt flag and tariff flag, and also pushes the content of code segment and the instruction pointer onto the stack. So then the 8086 gets the starting address of an interrupt service procedure from the interrupt pointer table. Okay, so therefore the new value of code segment from addresses, that means we can say 00002H and 3H, and also load the new value of IP instruction pointer from addresses 0002 001. This is interrupt type 0. Then interrupt type 1. Okay, that is nothing but we can say single step. So during an execution of sequence of instructions, there is frequently a need to examine the content of CPU's register and system memory. Okay, this is done by executing one instruction at a time and then inspecting the registers and memories. If they are correct, the user can give the command to go on and execute the next instruction. So that is called single stepping. Okay, so when the 8086 trap flag, that means TF trap flag is set, the 8086 perform a type 1 interrupt after execution of each instructions. Okay, so when the CPU gets a type 1 interrupt, initially it pushes the flag register onto the stack, changing the trap bit and pops the flag register back from the stack. Okay, so then it is load the CS value, that means code segment value from the starting address, we can say 0006H, and the IP value from the starting address 00004H for type 1 interrupt service routine. Okay, so this is for interrupt type 1. Then interrupt type 2, that is nothing but we can say it is a non-maskable interrupt. So the 8086 perform a type 2 interrupt when the NMI pin, non-maskable interrupt pin, receives a low to high transition signal. Then the CPU, that means 8086 pushes the content of flag registers on the stack and reset interrupt flag, trap flag, and also pushes the content of code segment and instruction pointer onto the stack. After that, the CPU jumps to 00008H to fetch the code segment. Instruction pointer of the IS are associated with non-maskable interrupt. So as a type 2 interrupt, response cannot be disabled by any instruction. This interrupt is called a non-maskable interrupt. So usually the type 2 interrupt is used to switch off the circuit for protection. Okay, then the next one is interrupt type 3, INT03H, breakpoint. Okay, this is generated by the execution of INT03H instruction. So this interrupt is used to implement the breakpoint function. So type 3 interrupt is generated by executing the INT03H. We already know that. So this interrupt is used to implement a breakpoint function in a system. When we insert a breakpoint in the main program, the system executes all instructions up to the breakpoint and then jumps to the breakpoint subroutine. Okay, then the next one is interrupt type 4. This is if the result of addition of two signed numbers is too large to represent in the destination register, the overflow flag will be set. For example, if you add 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, that means 108 base 10, then 81 base 10, the result will be 1011 1101. Okay, so the above results will correct only for unsigned binary numbers. For signed numbers, the addition 1 in the MSB of the result represent the result is negative and it is a 2's complement form. So hence the result will be 10111101 represent minus 67 base 10. But the correct result is, we know that 189 base 10. So if the overflow flag is set, 8086 provide the type 4 interrupt after the execution of INT04 instruction. Next is hardware interrupt. So hardware interrupt is caused by any peripheral devices by sending a signal through a specified pin to the microprocessor. So the 8086 has two hardware interrupt pins, that is non-maskable interrupt NMI and INTR. So NMI, non-maskable interrupt, is a non-maskable interrupt and INTR is a Maskable interrupt having lower priority. One more interrupt pin associated is INTA called interrupt acknowledge. Okay, quiz question in 8086 interrupt. If first one is if an interrupt is generated from outside the processor, then it is an the option A is internal interrupt, B is external interrupt, C is interrupt, D is none of the mentioned. Okay, the second question is if the interrupt is generated by the execution of an interrupt instruction, then it is internal interrupt, external interrupt, interrupt in interrupt, or none of the mentioned. Okay, so if you know the answer, give it in the comment box. Okay, thanks for listening.